Your theme controls the overall style and design of your whole site. So think of it as the foundation that everything else gets built on top of. We'll be using a free theme called Astra. So let's go ahead and get it installed. Back over on the left menu, hover over Appearance, and then click into Themes. Up at the top, click Add Theme. And then in the search bar over on the right, type in Astra. It should show up right here, so hover over it and click Install. And then click Activate. We'll go ahead and close out of this banner right here. And you'll see that your active theme is now Astra. And just like that, your theme is set and active. Next up, we'll bring in a template. So that way, instead of building every single page from a blank screen, we can start from a professional design and just make it our own. And to do that, we'll be using a free plugin called Starter Templates. And that's what's going to give us access to hundreds of professionally designed templates that are fully customizable and free. So let's get it installed. Over here on the left menu, hover over Plugins, then click Add Plugin. In the search bar, type in Starter Templates. And then you'll see the plugin pop up right here. Click Install Now. And that's going to bring you straight into the Starter Templates onboarding. Once you're in, the first thing we want to do is pick our page builder. Up in the top right, click into this menu, and we're looking for Elementor. Elementor is the drag and drop builder that we'll use to actually design and customize your site. So that's the one we want. Now, in some cases, Elementor may not show up on this list. If that happens to you, here's how to quickly fix it. Start by closing this window with the X in the top right. Then down in the bottom left, click into Settings. Then scroll all the way to the bottom. You're looking for this setting right here that says Disable Elementor Page Builder Templates in Starter Templates. You'll want to make sure that this is turned off. With this setting turned off, go down and click Save Changes. Then to get back to Starter Templates, go back over to the left, click into Plugins, and then under Starter Templates, click Get Started. Now go back to the top right, click in, and you should see Elementor here. With that done, go ahead and click on Elementor. All right, so now that we have Elementor set as our page builder, this is where the fun really starts, because we get to pick our template. A template is basically a ready-made design for your website. So instead of starting from a completely blank page, you get a professional layout that you can customize and make your own. So you can think of your template basically like a starting point for your website. To find a template, you have a few different options. You can search for a specific one here at the top, and they also have these pre-made categories here. So if you're building a specific kind of website, they may have a template that's perfect for you here. And you can also just scroll through the homepage here and see if any of the templates stand out to you. I also want to quickly mention here that any templates that have this premium tag in the top right, you'll have to pay to use these. But if you see a template like this that doesn't have the premium tag in the top right, this template is totally free to use. Once you find the template that you like, go ahead and click on it. And on the right side here, you can scroll through and actually check out how the template looks. You can check out all the different sections. And for most templates, if you scroll up to the top and you click on this menu icon right here, you can actually go through and check out the other pages as well. I like the look of this template, so I'll go with this one here. On the left side here, you have some more options like uploading your logo, which we'll do a little bit later. You can also change out the font pairing here. And you also have an option to change the color palette. Once you've made your selections, go down and click Continue. And here you can select the features that you want on your website. At a minimum, you just need the page builder and contact form. So everything else you see here is totally optional. In my case, I'll toggle off the SEO and search visibility, scroll down, and click Continue. From here, click Skip and Start Building. And now Starter Templates will begin building your website. This process takes a few moments to complete, so I'll fast forward and meet you at the next step. And then once it's done, go ahead and click on View Your Website. And after you click on that, you'll be brought to your website for the first time. And there it is. Your website is online for the very first time. Now comes the fun part. Let's customize it and make it your own. To begin doing that, go to the top and click on Edit with Elementor. And now you're inside the Elementor page builder. Before we change anything here, let me quickly show you how a page is put together, because once you understand that, you'll be able to edit pretty much anything you want. Every page is built out of containers, and the easiest way to picture those is as the big sections that stack down your page. Then inside the containers are the elements, which are the actual things you see. That's stuff like your text, images, and your buttons. Let's see how that actually looks on our homepage here. On the right side, let's take a look at our structure panel. This is basically like a map of your website. We'll click on this container at the very top of the list here, and you'll see it highlights this section in pink. This is indicating that we're currently looking at this container at the top. Now let's click on the arrow next to it to expand it. Now inside of this container, I see two elements. There's a text heading and a button, and I can actually see those two elements within the container right here. Back in the structure panel, I can click on the eyeball button to hide the element, click it again to reveal it, and I can also drag and reorder these elements as well, just by dragging them up and down. You can do the exact same thing with your containers as well. If you want to hide the entire container, just click the eyeball. And if you want to reorder the containers on your homepage here, just drag them and move them into a different position. This works for every single page on your website. And if the structure panel ever gets in the way, you can actually move it around just by dragging it, or you can press Control or Command I to hide it, and then Control or Command I again to bring it back. Now let's actually start changing things. Let's start by learning how to change the text on our website. To change out your text, simply hover over the text that you want to change, and then click into it. And then from here, you can simply highlight the text, and then type whatever you want. And then you can also change out the text here on the left-hand side. Once again, just highlight this text, and then just type what you want it to say. It's really as easy as that. On this left-hand side here, you'll also see the Style tab. This is how you change out how your text looks. You can change out your font here, your text stroke and shadow, and then the color of the text as well. For example, here I could change the text from white to a red color. And if you ever make a change like this that you don't actually like, it's super easy to undo it. Just press Control or Command Z on your keyboard, and that's going to undo that change. Now, how do we change out the images on our website? Well, it's just as simple, and it works pretty similar to text. Let's scroll down and find an image that we want to replace. I'll replace this one right here. To replace it, simply click on it, hover over Choose Image, click in here, and then you'll just drag and drop in the image that you want. Once your image is done uploading, go to the bottom right and click Select, and you'll see that image is replaced here. And with your image selected here, you can change out the resolution, the caption, and link. And if you go to the top and click into Style, you have some other options here for resizing your image. So just in case your custom image doesn't look right on your website, you can adjust it here. Next, let's learn how to change out the buttons on our website. For my website, my button is all the way up at the top. And to customize this button here, just go ahead and click on it. And check out these settings here on the left-hand side. You can start by changing your button type. You can change out the text here as well. For example, here I'll change it from Get Started to say, Contact Me. You can also change what page the button links to. So for example, here, I'll delete this hashtag and I'll type contact, and I can link this to my contact page. Then at the top, you can click into Style, and you can change how the button looks on your page. Next, let's talk about adding in new elements, because you're not just stuck with what the template gives you. To add in a brand new element, let's go to the top left and click on this plus button here. Let's scroll down. Here you can drag in containers and grids, and you'll find your elements down here as well. You have stuff like text, images, videos, buttons, and some other cool elements here as well. To drag one in, simply hover over it, drag it into your container, and drop it in here. Now, if you want to delete this element, simply right-click on it, go down, and click Delete. And you can do this for containers as well. To delete an entire container, just hover over it, go to the top and find the X, and you can delete it here. You'll also notice these icons here at the top. We're currently looking at our website in desktop view, but you can also check how your website looks on tablets and mobile phones as well. Your template will already adjust itself pretty well for tablet and mobile, but it's worth a quick look, and anything that you tweak in the phone view will only change the mobile version, so it's not going to touch your desktop layout. Once you're happy with everything here, go to the top right and click Publish. This will save your work and push it live for the world to see. And if you haven't gotten started just yet, don't forget to go to this link on screen right here, or click the first link down in the video description to get access to the lowest price available for your hosting. Thanks for watching this video. If it helped you out, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more tutorials just like this. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.